Welcome friends, this is the next part of this video series on the topic of multithreading in Java. In the previous video we saw a small example where we need to apply a lock on shared object so that only one thread can acquire the lock while using the shared object and other thread has to wait until the shared object is free to use. For this purpose we used a myReader object as shared object for two threads as nameReader and mailReader. There is two approach to monitor a shared object, either using synchronized method that we saw in previous program or synchronized block. The class designer can make a method in critical section. The class designer of myReader can make a method in critical section to be monitored by using synchronized keyword, as we have done in the previous code that the getData method is in critical section and we have used synchronized keyword to monitor the object. But think, what if the class designer doesn't apply this synchronized keyword and he need to make it free of lock? That is, the class designer did not apply synchronized keyword to a method which may lie in critical section. You can imagine such object as a pond where many people can take bath. So in such case, when getData method is not synchronized, now both the threads are free to access the same object at the same time because there is no monitor. So in this case we need to use the synchronized block. We need to use the second way. So let me see how can we synchronize the object if the getData method is not synchronized. In such case we need to add a block called synchronized block where the shared object is being used. So here is the nameReader class where I have applied the synchronized block, and in the mailReader class the shared object reader is inside the synchronized block. Closing the block. So in this way, if the shared object is not monitored by the class designer, then inside the thread where the shared object is being used, we can apply synchronized block to achieve the same result. So rest of the code are same. Let us compile and run the program. We compile the program and now we can test it, and we can see once again we have monitored the myReader classes object. So the nameReader is accessing the reader object and mailReader is waiting for it. I'm passing the name for it. Now it's asking for the enter your mail ID. That means the second one thread is now acting on the mailReader object, acting on the reader object. And in this way we have achieved this result with the help of synchronized block. So now I have shown you that how can we use synchronized method or synchronized block. In the previous code we have used synchronized method to synchronize the getData method, and in this program we have used synchronized block to monitor the object. So we have learned the two different ways to synchronize. We can monitor either a method or monitor an object explicitly. So we should keep in mind that when thread enters into synchronized instance method or block, it acquires object level lock, and when it enters into synchronized static method or block, it acquires class level lock. Java synchronization will throw null pointer exception if object used in synchronized block is null. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe to be in touch with your favorite channel, Java Mithra.